Welcome to a video about how to be more assertive as a woman in this day and age. Especially if you've got anxiety, this video is for you. G'day everyone, I'm Cheney. I work in Sydney as an actor and a yoga teacher. I also work as an actor in the corporate training world. So I work with different corporate training companies. I work in role play and I work as a facilitator. So I teach people about how they can be more assertive, and especially for women, to become assertive without sounding aggressive or without being too passive. I'll make these videos because I want to empower women and give you the best opportunity to live the life that you want to lead. Please join me on my journey as I reach 1 million subscribers. Why is it that women find it so hard in general to be assertive? I think the main reason is fear. One of the biggest fears that I hear from women that I speak to about this particular topic is that they are scared that people are going to think that they're horrible, that they are in some way a bitch, or that they are too controlling or nasty. If you're not able to be assertive and say what it is that you want and need, you're very likely to become someone who is walked over, someone who feels like they don't have a voice, or perhaps you might feel that your voice isn't important. If you go into a shop to get some lunch and say, can I please have a sandwich or whatever it is, and then you pay the money and then you take it, there isn't usually that sense of, should I ask for this? Is it all right that I need food today? Is what I'm giving them enough for what they're giving me? And those questions, we don't tend to have those questions, because they've told you how much it is, you pay them the money, and then you walk out. So it's quite a clear, valid transaction. The reason that humans become passive or aggressive is through fear. Being assertive in your workplace or in your relationships is the ideal center point of where you want to be. If you imagine a seesaw, being assertive is the middle. So that's exactly where we want to be. Humans tend to tip one way or the other. What I notice with women specifically is that women tend to move to the side of being passive. So you might be extremely compliant or submissive, or just do what you're told to do without saying what you really feel or think about something. The other side that we can tip to is the aggressive side. So blowing up at someone, getting super angry, yelling at someone, blaming people, saying inappropriate things, saying things you wish you hadn't said. Being assertive is the middle. One of the best things you can do to be assertive is to get in touch with yourself and discover what it is that you want and need. And that can come through all manner of things. You might like to journal every day. Some people do yoga and meditation. That's what I do. It helps me to understand what's going on in my head. Then when you want to say what it is that you want or need, you feel like you are allowed to. And that's one of the big things that I notice about women, is that a lot of women seem to me like they don't feel like they're allowed to say what they want or need. Like they're not worthy of it, or they don't feel like they have the right to say what they want or need. And you do, you absolutely do. The reason that humans become passive or aggressive is through fear. So the reason that we become passive is because we might be afraid that if we speak up, someone will leave us. Or if we speak up, they will get angry, or you might lose your job. The consequences for speaking up are not worth it, so you just stay quiet. That's all fear-based. The reason when the seesaw tips the other way and people become aggressive, maybe they're not getting their way, they've said what they want but they're not getting it, or they want to be the dominant one speaking, or they haven't been taught how to be assertive and say what they want or need, in a respectful, appropriate manner. And their aggressive behaviour is still based on fear because they're afraid that they're not going to get what they want or need. Neither passive or aggressive are ideal, of course. However, sometimes it's how we've been raised, or it's how we've been taught or not taught to achieve what we want or need. In terms of asking for things that you want or need, here are some suggestions. One of the very best ways that you can be assertive is to work out precisely what it is that you want or need. Write it down. Say it to the person that you're speaking to in a clear, calm and respectful voice, without hesitation and without apology, while knowing that it is absolutely okay for you to request what you want or need. The important thing to add to this is that there needs to be a real willingness to seek a solution together. Seek other people's opinions, discuss the options. So you're not saying, I want or need this and I have to get it, but you're expressing what it is that you desire. And there is nothing wrong with that. In terms of responding to other people's requests, so someone might say to you, I want or need this, and you think, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that, or I can't do that, or I don't have time, or all these different reasons, and then you just say yes anyway. That's another example of not being able to be assertive. So once again, it comes down to, what do you want and need? What's your requirement to living a healthy, fulfilled life? If someone asks you to do something and you know that you don't have the time or energy, and you know that you should say, no, I can't do this, but you have great trouble in saying no, I would suggest that there's some kind of fear in there that if you do say no, what will they think? Or what will their response be? Or how will they react once you've said no? So you're putting their desires and their needs ahead of yours, and then that's meaning that what you require in your life is not important enough. So it comes back down to self-esteem and what it is that you believe you need for your life. It takes practice and it can be really hard, but I would encourage you to give it a go and start with things that are really small. So you might say to your partner, I actually prefer this type of milk. When you go to the shops next time, would you mind buying that type of milk instead of that type of milk? And just see what happens. It's really common for women to use the little add-on filler words like, oh, I'm sorry, but do you mind if, or I just thought, if it makes sense, I just need, sorry to suggest this, but I wonder, and it takes away power from you. And I want you to know that what it is that you want or need is really important. It's important for your health, and it's important for the people that are around you as well, because people are more likely to actually give you the respect that you deserve if you behave in a way that tells them that you deserve it. If you're someone who has little children around you a lot, then they'll pick up on it as well, and they need to know that you deserve to be treated well. So I hope these tips have helped you. Please leave a comment and let me know if any of these have rung true for you. Please join me on my journey as I reach 1 million subscribers. Give me a like and leave a comment, and I look forward to seeing you next time.